forget that David Coulthard in these appalling conditions. Oh God! Michael Schumacher hits
Hamilton slowing into the wall, and oh dear, Roman Grosjean and Fernando.
Have you ever witnessed a moment in Formula One where you went, what in the world is going on?
And he was going straight to the scene.
From fire trucks replacing safety cars to priests entering the circuit as protesters, these are the craziest moments in the history of Formula One. It's very hot in Abu Dhabi, so I understand people carrying umbrellas with them as a protector. However, it's very unusual to see it parked at turn 11, but at the very least it provided some cool section of the track.
Okay, there's yellow's turn 8. Drive around that umbrella if you can. That's one.
There's a nice shadow in turn 11 if anyone wants.
Sorry, could you repeat what was in corner 11?
A nice shadow if you need some shadow.
Rubens Barrichello's car saw a part flying off it, a spring that hit Felipe Massa's helmet as the second Brazilian was running at almost full speed. Such an impact left him unconscious as he hit the barriers with a very high speed. Surgery followed and he was able to recover fully from the skull fracture. I know we've seen some groundhogs left and right, but a full-grown lizard? That happened during 2016 Singaporean GP, where Verstappen's race engineer managed to crack a joke.
There's a giant lizard on the track. Yeah, I'm not joking, out of turn 3.
Face to face with Godzilla then, mate.
Perhaps it was the same lizard that made a comeback in 2023.
There's a lizard again on the track. A smaller one this time.
Okay, understood. Maybe Godzilla had a kid.
I mean, that makes sense.
During the 2005 season, teams decided to boycott the tyre manufacturer Michelin after a safety critical issue emerged during a practice session. That resulted in only 6 cars starting the race, which was a massive hit for F1's reputation in the USA, something they've worked on quite heavily in the past couple of decades. When you have an important phone call, I guess you have to make it straight away. For this man, it was so crucial to answer the call that he had to take the conversation on the actual race in Singapore. Unfortunately, that's illegal and he got jailed for 6 weeks, but I hope he got what he needed from that call.
Was there a guy on the track? What's going on here? Great. Well, I was so focused on the cars I didn't see him for a second.
Imagine being so disgruntled at your boss that you decide to enter the race with a slogan on your back. This former Mercedes-Benz engineer, Robert Selly, worked at the company's Le Mans factory for 22 years, and when he was let go, he didn't take that easily. He decided to risk his life just to send a message, and quite indeed, he did.
Sort of a Mercedes-Benz slogan on the back of his plastic Mac.
This is a clip that shows how important of a cult Ferrari is in its homeland, especially when one of their drivers wins a race. Just look at how Schumacher was trying to avoid human traffic at all costs, one that flooded the circuit after the finish. Who needs a safety car when you can have a fire truck leading the convoy? It's doing its job as best it can. I don't think we need to criticise it.
And what's that doing on the track?
That is not the safety car.
The safety car's deployed now.
Is that some sort of fire marshals?
I think this man wants to share the word of God, or whatever he believes in the most absurd and dangerous way possible, during an F1 race in Silverstone. Whatever he's preaching, I believe in it. If you run in an opposite direction of cars driving 280 km per hour, I guess you have a valid point to prove. You know those challenges where you have to get from last to first in an online race of F1? Well, Sergio Perez can brag about the fact that he managed to do it in real life. Just look how circumstances align for the Mexican's maiden F1 win. Michael Schumacher was trying to lap David Coulthard in one of the most rain-affected races in Spa, and then disaster struck.
Falling conditions. Oh God! Michael Schumacher hits!
Even in the pit lane, Michael wasn't ready to let go, ready to fight Coulthard as he ran into his garage.
James, can you enlighten? He's going to Coulthard. He's going to have it out with David Coulthard. This is a bit.
Although this insert is from F2, the bizarreness is still worth showing. After the crash of Martins and Dunn,
Take the lead from Alex Dunn. Oh, contact between Victor Martins and Alex Dunn, and there's a
7 drivers retired from the race, while many others had their cars parked up behind. I know what was going on through their heads. sorry mate, you can't park here.
I think is within his rights to sweep.
Call yourself as brave as much as you want, but you'll never top the braveness of the pigeons in Zandvoort. They're not afraid of F1 cars going at full speeds of 300 km per hour. They're casually sitting at the apex and enjoying the premium experience.
Pigeons are back at the apex of 7. Yeah, there's a ton of pigeons around. Roger.
During the 1982 Kyalami GP, drivers decided to casually boycott the race due to the new rules imposed on the super license, such as allowing teams to move drivers without their consent. The strike was led by Niki Lauda and it brought success. The offending parameters were kicked off the new rule and the race went ahead. The Honda Civic Si was used as a safety car during the 2007 Montreal GP. For any car lovers out there, this is your dream coming true. Just look at how that Honda eats the curbs like they're nothing.
A number of us, Gerhard Berger, working hard on that side of things.
I get it that marshals are trying to clean up the track as fast as possible, but this one literally risked his life by throwing himself to take a piece of debris. Just look at how close an encounter was with a flying F1 car staring right in front of him.
Webber third, Button fourth, Kobayashi fifth, Petrov sixth, Barrichello now seventh. We've got a Marshal.
It's quite bizarre that manhole covers are not smoothed out when it comes to F1 circuits, especially when we're talking about Las Vegas. Carlos Sainz's car's floor got absolutely destroyed, and you can tell by the sound itself.
Turn 3 and...
For the paradox to be bigger, Ferrari was penalised for this incident as they had to change the floor and therefore accept a grid penalty. Well, I guess the tyres in F1 have their own threshold, further proven and tested by Sebastian Buemi back in China in 2010. Look at how his front tyres decided to give up on the race. I don't know what it is about Silverstone, but it seems like it's drawing a lot of attention from protesters. The Just Stop Oil activists decided to interrupt the session by sitting on the track back in 2022, risking their lives for a foolish belief. It's one thing to crash, but to see your car literally sent in the air is a whole other thing. That happened to Mark Webber back in 2010, and with the safety not being nearly as innovative as it is today, the Aussie should be happy to be alive. Now, these were the craziest moments in F1 history. If you liked our video, make sure to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notifications for more similar content.